as this channel is called Tom10 and you can mostly see Tom10 badges and logos and all that stuff on the bike as well as on the videos too. Very few actually knows the reasons why it's called this way, and I'm going to cover those now. I've been playing basketball for my early days, and imagine that moment when you for the first time have to pick your official jersey number. Probably for everyone, doing that for the first time is kind of exceptional thing. And guess what is the main reason defining what number you want to choose? Definitely it's your idols, what number your favorite players plays in their respective teams. So either in a national team or your favorite club, etc. At that time, the most wanted numbers was 5th, 7th and 13th. By the time I get to pick my number, those were already picked up. So I chosen 10th. The funny thing is that once the child chooses this number, he kind of correlates with who's playing with that number in your favorite team. And at that time, I don't even remember who's been playing with 10th in Žalgiris, for example. But recently, Dainius Adomaitis had that jersey, and it was like, well, okay, he's not a bad player. You would think that that was the only indicator which defined my number of choice for the rest of my life. Well, it's not really the case. So if you look closely, it's 1 and 0. That's why Tom10 is with 10s, but the choice of that jersey was not the only reason I'm Tom10 now. If you ever played basketball in the early age of this century, whenever you finished the game, you had that protocol of the game where you just count the numbers in the protocol to figure out how many points you scored. Yeah, for someone who's playing nowadays in amateur leagues and all that stuff, everything is electronic. On that day, it wasn't electronic at all, so it was a different story. For kids, it's always interesting to know how many points they do score. So after a game, we just picked up the protocol and counted the numbers, how many of those points we scored towards our loss or the victory. Believe it or not, for many consecutive games, I have scored 10 points. Like you pick up the protocol, you count the numbers and you see 10. So 10th scored 10 points multiple times. That was the foundation for my choice of 10th number. And whenever I got a chance to play in other basketball teams, my preference was always 10th. If 10th was not available, then 5 was optional as well, because 10 divided by 2 equals to 5. It's kind of almost the same as 10, just the size of it. That is how Tom10 became my nickname and alias for more than 2 decades already, and it's still counting up. So if you're in Lithuania and you see Tom10, don't say it's Tom10 because it's Tom10. And in case you wonder why I'm talking about all those 10s, Tom10 and all that stuff, well, coincidence happens and I have some approaching news for you about 10s. So stay tuned. About Tom10.